Hello and welcome to the Too Much Time on Our Hands podcast. You're joining us tonight on the stream and also, well, we're coming in your eyes and we're coming in your ears. We are, at the moment, I don't know what we are when we're just three of us. The three-way, the TMTOH, the triple threat. Duncan can dance, Russ can sing, and I can act. So we are a triple threat, but not in the same person. Anyway, this week is Black Friday week. So we are going to be
is that what it's called? Is that a thing?
It's, well, I mean, you know...
You get the ads from the,
the Black Friday week. This Black
ago.
Friday. And obviously Cyber Monday, just around the corner over the other side of the weekend. So we decided that we'd take a look at some of our favourite fictional retailers, bars, whatever, those kind of fictional establishments, and talk about the kind of things that we think they would be stocking or selling deals or doing great deals on over Black Friday.
We do come up with the best ideas.
We do. Dan's going to be joining us a bit later at some point. He's running a bit late. So let's just do the instructions. He's wild card. We don't need a wild card. We don't need someone just making, random decisions and doing random things. We don't need it. No one wants it. So we're going to do the introductions. Russ, hello.
Greetings.
Duncan, hello.
Hola.
And it's hello from me, Tom. As I said, we're going to be looking at some of our favourite retailers and from fictional sources and talking about the kind of things that we think they're going to be doing deals on this Black Friday. But to get things started, Russ made a very interesting observation. It just doesn't feel like Black Friday is that big a deal this year.
So that's really stretching the phrase interesting observation.
I'm playing fast and loose with the definition of that phrase.
Is that you don't get people, ram raiding each other with shopping trolleys outside of B&Q anymore, do you?
No. Or the range.
Well, no one has any money.
This is true. And the stores aren't actually selling anything good.
Or is it like Duncan says, we have so little money that even the deals we can't even afford 75% off a new fridge.
I've got a few. I've had emails in saying, "Oh, we've got Black Friday deals," but even Amazon haven't really pushed it that hard. Apart from obviously on the tonight when we're recording is it's the Thanksgiving. NFL games, so that might explain why one of our parties is a bit late. And Amazon are pushing some sales there, but it doesn't feel like it's being pushed too hard.
It's a weird one. I'm kind of inclined to believe in the UK that I think you're probably right there, Duncan. I don't think there's a lot of people with money, and I think if they have money, they're not going to go and chase around the kind of pseudo deals that there are on Black Friday. I mean, it kind of made me feel a bit annoyed when I was looking at, for example, the PC Gamer list of components as Black Friday deals and seeing, very disappointing, like $15 off something like, a 4090 graphics card and thinking, Jesus, that thing's like £4,000. It's already like a big expensive thing. And they're like, $15. It's $15 less than it was. And you think, this isn't Black Friday. Black Friday is people killing each other over deals.
People are a bit better at sort of just not losing their minds over this sort of thing now. You're like, look, I've got as many diesel generators as I need. I'm not going to rush out and buy another one.
No, exactly. Look, we've been down the aisle of Aldi. We bought all the diesel generators and toolkits in big metal red trolleys. They do
a really good line in, like, if you're into like RV life, there's loads of stuff for you in the mid-aisle of Aldi. If you need something,
even the ornaments.
If you need fluid to go in your chemical toilet, every time they've got that.
Whenever I think of chemical toilets, I always want to test them by putting up half a pound of mashed up Dundee cake in them and seeing how long it takes for the toilet to break it down. It's a bit of a tribute more than anything else. I did it, Alan. I've done it for you.
Nice. What a lovely thought to start the evening off with. Should we have our traditional bit where we slightly argue about the rules of this?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
harumph, rhubarb.
A fictional retail establishment. So a real shop that happened to be in a film, not allowed.
No, it has to be one that is.
So this is a made-up company.
A made-up company, a made-up franchise, or whatever. Or
I think I've
Yeah,
got one
I mean,
that already
it-
slightly breaks the rules, but I think I'll get away with it.
and it can even be. It can essentially be any company that might have a retail arm.
Yep.
So, if this is so that we can also mention Portal, because I think Aperture would be a good one
Like
to.
the gift shop at Black Mesa or something.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, we don't probably know enough about Aperture to assume it has a gift shop, although it probably does have a gift shop.
They must have sold something, so they might
But
have.
they were a weapons contractor, weren't they? And a shower
Weapons and
curtain.
shower
There
curtains.
you go.
Yeah.
So Black Friday deals for like what was the companion cube?
Yeah, which of course you can actually buy a plushy
Yeah.
weighted companion cube.
Yes, but that's from a real shop that
Yeah.
the Valve store that exists in real life, and you can even buy a headcrab hat, can't you?
Yeah.
Which no self-respecting person
So-
would wear in public, but at home, you knock yourself
All the
out.
time. Yeah, I think that's a good rule. I have no, and I also say you are allowed to include because restaurants and bars and pubs,
Hostelries.
hostelries are also known to have Black Friday deals because everyone jumps on board at this
Okay.
time.
So I mean, yeah.
This is also because I just want to open up the. Let's face it, we want to hit some of our favorite programs, and I'm just making a way so that you can talk
So that
about
we can
what
talk about
Okay.
Paddy's
Paddy's. Yeah,
pub. I mean, it would go without saying if we're gonna it would go without saying that the owners of Paddy's pub would definitely try and have some kind of scheme. You know, Frank Reynolds walking in, going, "What's the action?" You know, like, how do we use it? What's the thing? Who's this against? You know, like,
Who are we doing this to? Who's the mark?
Who's this against? They would definitely have some scheme going on. I just don't want to think about what it could possibly be, because it would be awful. It's going to be horrendous. Whatever it is, we know it's going to be terrible, and people will suffer as a result of it.
Yeah. There is the one episode of Always Sunny that my wife just can't watch is the one where Frank just latches on to another gang of people who have bought a bar and then just destroys their lives.
Oh yeah, because of all the underage drinkers.
Yeah, and that's it. He gets them shut down and like
Basically
they
ruins
get
their
in legal
dream.
trouble, and they lose their bar and they lose all their insurance, and that's it. They're done. And he just sort of wanders off at the end.
And that's the episode with the man cheater, isn't it? He just walks in dressed as a cheater, and just goes, "I'm a man cheater. How can we use it?" And the people he's latched onto are just like, "We've lost our bar because of you." Really upset. And then when he walks back into Paddy's bar, he's like, "I'm a man cheater." And the first thing Dennis says is, "Oh man, I love it. How can we use this?"
Amazing. A whole series of that I need to watch.
What, the latest one?
Yeah, I've not seen any of the latest series yet.
It's
I'll watch that.
it's as good as anything they've ever done.
Just I mean, I know we've banged on about this before, but the consistency of quality, nothing else comes close.
No, it's amazing. It's amazing.
The gang try and do Black Friday deals.
Well, there you go. And that's the thing. Like, would it be as simple as beer, like cheaper beer? But then there's always an angle to it, isn't there? Where did they get the cheaper beer from?
Yeah. Well,
know,
that's the
what's
thing.
the
They've taken a
implication?
Black Friday deal on cheaper beer, and then they still managed to make a loss on having got a good deal on cheaper beer, and maybe poison someone. I don't know.
Yeah, and you just know Frank doesn't
Themselves,
care.
probably.
Frank
So
doesn't care.
It's the St. Patrick's Day one, isn't it? That Charlie's dyeing the beer green by just putting paint in it.
Paint. And then there's that really good Reservoir Dogs-esque scene of him dancing around the leprechaun. He's tied to the chair, drinking paint, just drinking the paint neat, just like green paint dribbling down his mouth. Oh god! I also I don't remember which episode it is, but there's that one where he admits to just eating chalk whenever he has an upset stomach. Like, just it just settles my stomach. Just get a bit of acid, just eat some chalk. I'm not an idiot, D. There are reasons to do the things that I do.
That's not actually that. You eat calcium carbonate, don't you? And that's what chalk is.
It's not a bad idea. It's a really good idea.
But he also eats wolf
chalk,
hair.
like you get to write on a blackboard with, isn't actually chalk, is it? It's
no
gypsum.
Yes, which probably isn't as good at helping you with your stomach acid.
I can tell you what it might be a different form of calcium carbonate. I don't know. I'm not a Viking scientist. Back off.
That is. All right. Jesus Christ. Although you are looking very sharp and smart today, Russ. I'm going to tell you.
This t-shirt's got some stains on it, so I picked up the nearest thing I had to hand, which is the very cheap tuxedo jacket that I've bought for this year's Christmas party season. Because you've got to get one now for like New Year and work dues and stuff. If you want to get a cheap, shitty one from Asda, like I do, because I'm not spending $2,000 on a dinner jacket.
He also looks like he's going to push a Black Friday deal, probably in plugs. Buy this plug and get 2 more free.
That's good, actually. It's a good point, Russ.
Sports economy. You don't want to be cutting corners on your plugs.
I was going to say,
it's like buying the cheapest bin bags. You will regret it.
Yeah. Ultimately, you'll pay the price for being a skinflint when it comes to your bin bags.
There are certain things that you don't like. So bin bags, washing up liquid. What else? What else do you just never buy the actual cheapest one of?
Well, this is going to make me sound middle class, but coffee pods. Never go for the cheap alternatives. Go for the actual Nespresso coffee pods because they don't disintegrate inside the machine and cost you a replacement machine.
So going back to our Aldi
I've got to say, I quite like the Morrison's coffee pods, their own ones, but they're decent. They're aluminium.
Yeah, well, see, that's what I mean. Like aluminium ones, super duper. I know they're not necessarily the greatest thing ever, but Nespresso actually has a really good recycling thing where you send the pods back and they, take them apart and recycle them. I've
got a little doohickey that basically inverts your pods, which is fun to do and to say. So you put your pod in this thing, you like chunk it down, and it turns it inside out, spurts all the used coffee grounds out, and you can put them into your composting, and then you're left with just the hollow aluminium shell, and that can go into the normal recycling because it's now no longer combined materials.
I can't remember the last time I had my pods inverted.
So I don't know what Dan's moaning about. It's not like we get sidetracked and waffle about any old bullshit when he's not around.
No, we're still technically talking about Black Friday stuff, but you are right. There's a lot of things that I wouldn't cheap out on. Propelling pencils. I'm not just going to get like shit ones. Totally. Get a good propelling pencil.
Yeah. Going back to the Aldi conversation, their coffee, which is usually cheaper, their ground coffee is pretty good. Their French press one, a lot cheaper than you can get in Tesco. I used to always go there for my coffee. It was good. We don't have a Aldi that makes sense to go to. Can't believe I just use it. It doesn't make sense.
Because you said we don't have one nearby, but we've got one. It just doesn't make sense.
It's not that. It is randomly in a part of Alexandria, and
Egypt?
Yeah, why it just makes no sense.
Yeah, that's what exactly.
It's not technically Scotland. That's technically a whole other
Alexandria
continent.
near Balloch, and it's nowhere near as mysterious and grand as the one in Egypt. Though it does have a library.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's good to know.
Getting us sort of back on track. I thought Black Books. Basically, I heard Black Friday. I thought Black Books and then giggled, thinking that you would just take a price, cross it out, and put the same price back on, or maybe increase it.
See, I don't know about how much you'd want to go there. Like if you wanted a satisfying retail experience, it's probably not the place to go.
My favourite scene is he slides into an even deeper depression than normal, and they come back into the shop. Manny and I can't remember what her Tamsin Greig's character Fran come back in and find Bernard suspended between two tables, drunk and screaming and holding a glass of wine and a cigarette literally balanced on his forehead and the tip of his toes between two tables. It's amazing.
Yeah. Sorry, because I can feel pieces of my brain falling away like a wet cake.
Yeah, it's just defying gravity with how drunk he is. But
Manny would think it's a good idea, And then Bernard would just go, no. And just like, what? I don't want more people in here. It's just like, just going, you want this at a better price? Here's a price. Just tell them to fuck
It wouldn't
off.
be a successful Black Friday.
It'd be a
About all
hilarious
it's
one,
got
though.
going for it is, Black Friday at Black Books. It's a good little slogan, but there's no deal. There's no deal to be had.
Yeah.
No, not at all. I do miss that show though. I haven't watched it in a while. Kind of feel like it would be time to go back.
Very good. It's only 2 series, 3 series, 4 series. There's not very many
one of them.
series of it, are there? There's only a couple of series.
Yeah, true that. Quality. Quality, not quantity. That's the thing. Ricky Gervais. Now, the thing is, though, Ricky Gervais always sticks slavishly to it now, doesn't it? Is the aside from Afterlife, which was 3 series, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Afterlife was 3.
but also that was one of the best things he's ever done.
Yeah, and funnily enough, like some of the best bits about it are not necessarily his central character, despite the fact that his central character is a very wonderfully compassionate way of getting across the way that bereavement can affect people. I love The Counselor. I think The Counselor is probably one of the finest comic creations ever. Played by Paul, the guy who played Dennis Pennis. Paul, what's his name?
Oh God, what is his name? I just think it was Dennis Pennis.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the brilliant moments. Like, because obviously he's counselling Matt, his brother-in-law, and also Ricky Gervais's character, and he's like, "Well, you got off early." He's obviously browbeating Matt into going out on a night out with him. And he's like, "Well, you went home early. What time did you get back?" And he's like, "Oh, about 10." And the counsellor just goes, "I got back at 4, covered in kebab and fanny juice. Don't ask me how." So I wasn't going to. And then he goes into this whole thing, like a whole story about this awful night that, like, obviously Matt is relieved he's missed. And then at the end, he's like, I ended up doing too much Chang, so I just lay in my bed doing the luge until the alarm went off. And it's just the way, like, for anyone who's ever like binged out on coke, the luge is a very familiar, like, introspective period of time. Oh, it's just so fucking funny. But what's that? Why was that? Why did that come up about Black Friday? Oh, the 2 series thing. Yeah, Ricky Gervais like slavishly followed that because everyone went, well, there were only 2 series of Fawlty Towers, and look how much everyone loves that. And so there's this kind of, I guess, this kind of like earworm of like, right, well, two series of The Office, 2 series of Extras. Although 1 series of Life is Short, that wasn't as good as other bits.
Was there only 2 series of The Office?
The original one, yeah.
Yeah,
It's only
2 series and a Christmas special.
A Christmas special.
Jeez, it feels like there were more.
I know.
I
It's because
was
it's so good.
I put my hand up. I'm not a big fan of it.
What?
Heresy.
Didn't like it. I actually don't always like Ricky Gervais. I don't like cringe that much.
Yeah, I get it. You kind of got to tune into it. And also, I don't like Ricky Gervais as a person all that much at the moment. But a lot of the stuff he's done is incredible.
I don't do what I do for the thanks. I do it so, down the line, someone goes, there goes David Brent. I must remember to thank him.
Amazing. Right, should we try and remotely get back on track?
Let's try and do this. I've got a retailer. Good retailer. You might remember mid-90s. It was all cool, all music, and there was a film that came out in '95 called Empire Records.
Nice.
One of my favorite cult films. The irony being that it's a 20th Century Fox film. I think it's a 20th Century Fox film. It's a big corporate film that's all about the evils of corporate takeovers of small businesses. Anyway, it's great. The cast of actors, like, Renee Zellweger was in it. You've got Liv Tyler was in it. You had Maxwell, what's his name? Maxwell Thingy. You've got Joe LaPaglia in it as Joe, the manager. You've got Rory Cochrane as Lucas, the guy that steals all the cash. and then ends up losing it at the casino in Atlantic City, and kind of sparks off the whole story of what happens during that day. But it's so good, and they would definitely have a Black Friday sale, and it would be across everything, you know, from Deborah's buttons all the way through to Eddie's vinyl doctor shop in the corner. You know, everything. They'd have loads of it. They'd have coupon sales. It would all just be mad and crazy, and it would be a fucking good, fun day as well, you know, for a fact. And no bullshit Cyber Monday, because it was 95, so they probably didn't have a website back then. In fact, I almost bet my bottom dollar that there was no website in those days.
Yeah,
so
shops didn't really have websites in the mid-90s,
no.
did they?
So it's all in store.
Catalogues. It would have been a catalogue.
Oh, maybe that was it.
Like the Littlewoods.
Yeah, there you go. And so, yeah, I think they'd
about-
definitely have a good Black Friday sale. I think you pick up some steals.
And
Nice.
let's face it, in 95, 96, we all enjoyed a catalogue.
We are you talking? I mean, to be fair, like, yeah, I don't mind oversharing at points, but like, yeah, things like the Littlewoods catalogue and stuff like that were sometimes treasure troves for the young masturbator.
Has really good electrical and
Sounds
toy
like
section.
it sounds like a very niche magazine that you were going to start.
Anyway, yeah, so they would have probably had a Black Friday catalogue go out.
Well, with coupons and stuff in it,
With
people to redeem
coupons.
in store.
Yeah.
I think so.
Because
And I
those were
think
quite a thing. You used to get stuff like that. I mean, we still get some things like that through the door. But you used to get stuff like that through the door.
And you know that the staff would be properly into it as well, because, like, you know, Rex Manning Day, they went all out. They redecorated the interior of the store. They set up like an autograph table. They got the queue system working properly. Like they had, like, you know, all the signing and stuff going on. You know, so Black Friday at Empire Records, I think, would be quite an event. You know, dancing and music in the store. Oh, it'd just be badass. It'd be so cool. And it's open till midnight. So it would end up in a party as well, like a big Black Friday party. Be badass.
Nice.
Super duper.
And just a cool shop to go to.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Actually,
it's one of
Empire
those.
Records, whilst after suggesting this, the two I thought of was Black Books and Empire Records.
Oh, really? You had Empire Records as well? Nice.
Yeah, I thought that would be quite good. But I trusted you and Dan, who's MIA at the moment.
He
Don't know
is.
where he is.
Oh, speaking of, there we go.
That is uncanny. Speak of the devil.
Beetlejuice.
You
You
sort of
say his
summoned him.
name. Yeah, you say his name too many times.
That is absolutely uncanny. I cannot believe that. That was absolutely
Almost like we
mad.
planned it.
Bam!
We were literally, Duncan literally said your name. He just went, oh, you know, I was going to... We were just talking about Empire Records, and Duncan said he trusted you and I to bring up Empire Records as a retailer doing a Black Friday deal. And just as that, your name came out of his mouth, here you are.
I'd have gone with Championship Vinyl.
Well, we can have Championship Vinyl too.
By the way, okay, some notes, because I listened to it on the way back. 10-minute conversation about coffee pods, guys. Really? Like a whole 10 fucking minutes about coffee pods.
We're not gonna
And
take responsibility.
Even, no, you're going to let me finish. Not even 10-minute conversation about the coffee pod of the people, the Tassimo, in fucking Nespresso, your Tory voting, Ed Sheeran drinking, Audi driving wankers.
Sheeran drinking.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You fucking Ed Sheeran drinker. Like, it doesn't make any sense, and yet it's actually a very cutting insult.
Yeah,
It
it's-
works. I'm sorry.
Hi guys, I missed you.
Yeah, hey,
Um,
how's it going?
Also,
thanks.
I think you'll find Russ was actually talking about Morrison's Own.
He was, but in a fucking Nespresso
In
machine.
an espresso machine. I mean, come on,
yeah.
we're not riffraff.
Rocked up in his electric Mercedes because he cares about the environment, and bought his fucking his Morrison's coffee pods.
To be honest, Russ might be getting the same emails that I do from a Nissan dealer going, here, get your golden ticket. Here, go and get the next new Nissan, and they've got some electrics.
Rough day, Dan.
Nah, she's been all right.
Cool. What are you drinking, by the way? It looks like a cocktail can.
Fuck, thanks, Tom. Just outed me there. It's Shake Baby Shake, passion fruit martini. I was in a hurry
Yeah,
It's like-
it is.
What's
Oh,
that?
it looks like a Red
percent
Bull.
sign on it. LLD.
Yeah, looks like a Red Bull. Fuck it.
Here's the thing, guys. It's fucking gorgeous. I don't mind admitting that. It's really nice.
There's a big like Jolie went on a night out about 6 months ago, and there's about 12 of those pre-mixed cocktails in the fridge at the moment.
Oh, they are good.
Oh,
Yeah, I think they're still in.
They are- they've
Everyone
got-
likes a fruity cocktail.
Exactly. And they've got better as well. That's the other thing. They've got better than they used to be. The sheer diversity of these things is ridiculous. Sorry, now I'm talking about middle class wanker drink.
Hang on,
Sorry,
so did you
shouldn't
say
have
it's a
coughed into the mic.
pomegranate?
Passion fruit.
Passion fruit. Passion
Yeah.
fruit
You
martini.
can tell it's classy though because it's got tiger stripes on it.
Yeah.
Yes, the hallmark
It's very-
of class.
Yeah.
But Duncan seems to be drinking a glass of curdled jizz.
I was drinking a Bailey's.
Ah,
That's
So
exactly
not-
what I said.
the Baileys.
Not dissimilar.
So what have I missed so far?
Well, so
catch me up.
quite a bit about Nespresso pods.
I heard that bit. Yeah.
So we've done Empire Records,
Okay.
and we've done
Books.
Paddy's, and we've done Black Books.
Nice. Okay. Shall I throw one out there?
Go for it, man.
Get your idea balls
Hello.
out on the table.
You might
Oh, hang on.
remember me-
No, hang on. Dan, I'll introduce you. Dan, wave. Say hello to everyone. This is Dan.
Hi. Yeah.
You haven't seen him before or heard him. Go ahead, Dan. Got your ideas?
You might remember me from Attack of the Clones as the gentleman that was trying to sell death sticks to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Anyway, I've rethought my life and I've got a new business model. I went back, told my wife about this. She said, "What about the money? We need the money, you fucker. What are you doing? Why are you letting this guy ruin your life?" And as that happened, the Trandoshan that I borrowed money off to start my Death Sticks enterprise came around and broke both my legs. Anyway, Black Friday sale on Death Sticks, guys. Let's go.
Nice.
50% off. Please buy them. I need to feed my family.
So are death sticks just like jumped up fags? Like
Yeah.
are they? Yeah.
You got to assume so, yeah.
Okay, well,
It's just
that's
a
cancelled
it's
there,
just
Tom.
a snout, right?
Yeah.
It's not like because I don't see the appeal of smoking something that will. It's not going to kill me
Yeah,
that
I mean,
day,
like, if
right?
they're
Tom,
do
when
want
you get
death
a packet of
stick?
cigarettes-
it literally kills you.
Yeah, when you get a packet of cigarettes as well, it literally is just the packaging is just this is going to kill you. You know that, right?
But
Yeah,
not
totally.
like
But that's why I
within
quit this,
30
I
seconds.
quit everything. Yeah. So it's having a smoke basically. It's buying, but they must be a little like, there must be some speed in it or something like that. Like,
Well,
it
it's
feels
Star
like
Wars,
it's
isn't
a
it?
bit
So
more illicit.
There'll be
Spice.
some spice in it, which seems to be their catch-all term for all drugs.
Is that well? That seems to be like a sci-fi thing. Surely that's all like a nod to Dune, right?
Yeah, I think
Potentially.
so. Yeah, because when you actually see some spice in the Mandalorian, don't you? And it's exactly
It's called.
what
It's
it's
pronounced
described in
space, Russ. It's in all of them.
Spice. Is it spice or is it the made-up drug from Beverly Hills 90210 called Euphoria that has been ground up and sprinkled into the death sticks?
It's a mixture of Euphoria and God, what's the drug in fucking Rivendell? Riverdale, not Rivendell.
What is the drug? I don't know what it is.
I can't remember the drug. I need to look this up. It's hilarious.
I do quite like a made-up drug in a thing because they can't. They seem to be able to get away with more if it's
Yeah.
not a real thing.
And also the caffeine pills. from Saved by the
Jingle
Bell.
Jangle.
Jingle Jangle. That's it. Yeah,
It's not called Jingle Jangle.
it's called Jingle
oh
Jangle.
my
Yeah,
God.
It is.
it's called Jingle
Or
Jangle.
Fizzle Rocks.
Yeah. Yes.
That would deal with quite a lot of the problems of young people being attracted to drugs. If they had to be called things like Jingle Jangle and Fizzle Rocks, everyone would be like, "You're all right, actually."
I bet you £5 you could get Noel Edmonds to denounce Jingle Jangle on a new episode of Brass Eye, though.
You would hope he's particularly careful these days. After
I do quite like the idea of the government not trying to ban the drugs, but naming them such outrageous street names that no one ever wants to use them again, like, jizz crystals or something like jizztals. Or just like, I don't want to score. I want to get off the hard stuff. I want to go full
Crumbs.
Pete
Just doesn't sound
Doherty. I
fun
want
anymore.
out of active, addiction. I want,
Belly fluff.
yeah,
Butt crumbs.
yeah, butt crumbs. Yeah, pod scurf.
nice. So what's your death stick? Are you going to be like flogging them out of the sleeve of your coat like that guy in the bar, or are you going to have some sort of
Yeah,
stand
well,
or
yeah.
something?
Obviously, things have gone downhill since the Trandoshan broke my legs. But I'm you'll find me in the corner of a bar on some kind of like hover platform thing, trying to sell death sticks, trying to avoid Jedi because
future wheelchair.
Because if I turn up at home with the death sticks still, she's going to leave me this time. She's going to turn the Weans against us.
Yeah,
So,
you can't just turn up home and go, "Oh, I'm rethinking my life,"
Right.
and expect everyone to go, "Okay."
I actually
Great,
need that money. Yeah.
Great,
You meant to-
great Limmy reference, by the way. Absolutely
Turn
superb.
the Weans against us.
Aye,
She
aye.
turned the Weans against
I
you.
should turn them against you, did she? Eh? Yeah. What kind of discount are you offering though? Like, are you trying to shift the material? Because like, if that's the
50% off on a
case-
blowjob.
Just on Black Friday though.
We'll see how it goes. See how many we see.
Every Friday.
I don't like the sales pitch. It's a bit jittery for me.
I need to get rid of them.
It's a bit desperate blowjob down a back
Someone
alley.
nervously just goes, "And a blowjob" at the end of every sentence. That's
I'll make you feel
probably
real
a sign
good.
of desperation.
It's the
Paint my nails.
it's the tramping in between us.
Yeah.
I'll give you a blowjob. No, I don't like. You give me a blowjob. You're like, cool, brilliant. 50% off on Black Friday. Death sticks and a blowjob. Brilliant.
Yeah, why not?
Cool. Yeah, I mean the sales pitch might need work, but you know, I think
I just can't turn up with the death sticks. The temptation is to smoke them all myself.
I think
and
what's
then just
really
say I got mugged.
I think what's really good is you're so close to the camera right now. It makes it even more desperate. Like you're literally leaning in, trying to,
Guys, I fucking need this, all right?
like, if someone like, yeah, I need this. It's good. Fucking need this. Anyway,
This is
Lovely
what I've been.
I feel like
I've been
this might be
thinking of
actually
it
genuine
since
cry
Duncan
for
came
help.
up with this. Since Duncan came up with this, this was the first thing I came up with, and I'm like, I can't wait. This is.
that's really good.
It's a good different take. I don't really know what I was imagining. I was driving.
Driving and texting.
No, I tried. That's why the text came out.
I tried.
Funny, was
I crashed a couple of times.
no, I'm not allowed to do that anymore because I got busted for doing that.
Little heads
I
up.
don't think you're meant to
weren't
do it
allowed
at all.
to do it before.
Anyway,
frowned upon. It's
I wasn't
grey
actually
area.
The
texting when I
man
got.
stopped me from doing it.
The man.
I wasn't actually texting when I got busted by the police.
That's utterly irrelevant.
Anyway, I was
Oh,
holding my
okay.
phone.
I'm doing a Sudoku.
So no, I used
Wordle.
Just one
the
way.
voice. I
Trying to
did
crack it
voice
in two.
the voice assistant. And that's why it's probably the messages came out a bit weird.
I'm always quite impressed. This is going to be a really boring tangent that Dan's going to shout at me at, but
Fuck
I'm
me, I can't
always,
wait.
I'm always really impressed. Actually, when on like the Google Assistant in my car, I'm really impressed at how good the punctuation is on it. Like
Shit.
mine tends to work quite well. Maybe I
Oh,
don't know,
I-
maybe it's-
I say
Even-
it like
even
I'm
that-
like I'm dictating a telegram. I say full stop, comma, and it will turn them into the thing.
yeah.
Oh, well, I don't bother with that. But it doesn't even always pick up everything I'm saying anyway, and sometimes it cuts it short. Probably telling me
Probably just
something.
got fucking bored of you, mate.
Anyway, I feel like Dan's
Dan is shifting.
Dan's
He's still
trying to
get
will us
through-
to burst into flames. So we should move on.
or buy death sticks.
Does anyone have one they want to throw out there?
I've got one.
No, nice. Russ.
So this does slightly break the rules of what I said earlier because it is a real shop that exists. It just doesn't exist in this format. So I'd like to go to Costco, but the giant continent-spanning Costco from Idiocracy, where it's like half of North America or something is now just this one Costco that you can walk through for days and days and days. And also where you can get your tax returns done with a lap dance.
What would the Black Friday deal be there then, Russ?
Well, I think it'd just be kind of everything, isn't it? I haven't seen that film for quite a while. But it's
Me and Ricky
scarily
Cricket offering
prescient.
blowjobs again.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, can you know, the back of the store, like, go around the back of the store and I'll sort you out with some death stick. The back of that store is enormous. Like, you're going to have to give geo coordinates
What 3 words?
Yeah. For where to get the death sticks.
Oh,
And
my what
blowjob.
3 words is here, not the one down there. Make sure you get the order right, because the other order is someone not selling legitimate death sticks. They're selling mildly harmful sticks. I don't know.
So you think? So hang on.
diarrhea
vapes.
sticks.
You're
Death
thinking
vapes.
that people are smoking death sticks because they want to die. Like you think that's it. You're thinking they're just going like
Don't go to that one. His guys aren't lethal.
the suicide booths in Futurama.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Couldn't live with myself when I found out what the girders were being used for.
I love the prospect of continence banning shops.
I love being incontinent.
You've really had your Weetabix today, haven't you?
I've got a lot to catch up for.
Yeah.
I missed a bit of the show.
Fucking drinking canned cocktails. 7 of them before you came on.
Boom.
Boom, done.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Black Friday stuff, so the crowd is going to go straight for the tech, right? They're going to go for the tellies, the hi-fi systems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where the fights happen.
Yeah. All the big ticket items. Coffee machines. Coffee
Don't
pods.
you fucking do it.
Maybe, I don't know, cameras? Cameras are still a thing? Laptops is a thing?
Yes.
Right. Well, thanks, guys. I'm trying to keep this going. I'm literally
I don't
holding
really
this
know
together
how.
on my bed.
Just
Going
going
for it,
a
like-
laptop's still a thing. There's not really much you can do with that.
It's like
No,
you're trying
okay.
to rewrite We Didn't Start the Fire for a Costco advert. We can't keep up with what you're trying to do right now.
Laptops are still a thing. I'm not asking the question there, I'm just saying it.
PRs,
Yeah.
be it Panda Radiator. No, that doesn't work. Whatever.
Laptops are still a thing.
Thing.
Cameras, film, barbecues, smokeless fuel.
Okay.
Laptops are
loads
still a
of
thing.
things.
It's like missing a syllable, isn't it?
Why?
With them.
By next week, Costco, we're coming for you.
Yeah, we're coming for you.
Yeah, totally.
By next week, we're going to have rewritten We Didn't Start the Fire to be a Costco advert. I'm going to try and sell it.
That's an
We'll
absolute
try and pitch
promise. Right, next.
Los Polos Hermanos.
it. Yes.
Yeah, I've got to say, actually, it looks really nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, don't
I'd
it
have-
just?
I'd- yeah.
And I imagine on Black Friday they would have maybe 50% off their buckets, of chicken bits, or eat in free drinks, whatever you like, blah blah. I don't know what these places. I don't know. The possibilities are enormous. I was thinking maybe you could get yourself some meth, but he doesn't mix those two businesses together. Los Polos Hermanos is the laundering, isn't it? It's the
Yeah, I got
way the
probably
money
the
gets
last
laundered.
place you'd actually get some meth is actually there because
It'd be like 100% coincidence if you ended up getting meth and Los Polos Alamanos as well.
Well, we could get meth from you.
Death sticks, man. I'm a class
Meth
establishment.
sticks.
Meth sticks. There we go.
There we go.
Oh my
meth
god.
sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I figured Los Polos Hermanos would, that'd be quite nice. It also looks like, the spicy sort of skin on the chicken always looks really good. It's really golden brown. I don't know how the hell they get it like that. I mean, obviously it's TV trickery, but whoever's making them,
Yeah.
well done.
There's an episode of Breaking Bad that
delicious.
starts with an advert for the
Los
restaurant,
Polos
isn't it?
Hermanos.
And I remember watching and think, I could really go for some good fried chicken right now.
My favorite is the one where he's doing the tasting as well. The different
Oh,
flavors. and
the
stuff.
silent guy in Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, I love that. It's
That's really good.
good shout.
Yeah.
Like it.
Nice,
Cool.
nice.
Next. Oh,
Invulnerable Vagrant.
Oh, love it.
Mm.
Yes.
Bit of a critical role. I know Tom might not be so familiar. A nice D&D reference. I don't know. Pumat, as cuddly as he is and lovely as he is, I don't think he would really give you that much of a
It'd be like 5% off enchantments,
yeah.
but it would be Pumat Prime, Pumat number 3,
Yeah.
that will be doing them. So yeah, I love Pumat Sol. He's one of my favourite characters in the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's such,
Yeah, and
such a good
it's-
idea as well.
It's such a great shop. So yeah, maybe a slight discount on potions. They're pretty expensive, but you're not really going to get anything else. But I think that would be an interesting one. And maybe, I mean, you're not going to get a rush. No one's going to rush in because you just get kicked out. It's an enchanted shop. Why would you go in where there's so much magic, all these magic weapons? Unless you sort of can blink yourself around and sort of get in ahead of everyone. But I don't know. I mean, I would imagine crowd. I mean, also the staff are lovely. Everyone is nice. Why would you be an arsehole?
No, I don't understand why we would be anyway.
No, we're lovely. So we would go in and probably get a good deal.
Anyone else amused by the fact that Russ's t-shirt says "Pert Labora"? Like a
It
pert.
does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I did suggest Aperture Laboratories. Laboratories?
Laboratories.
Yes.
I would not want to go on an Aperture laboratory.
We just
Terrible idea.
we did actually earlier comment on the fact that we just love the fact that Russ is
Dressed up.
unashamedly sitting there looking sharper than sharp right now with a black tie tuxedo. Very nice.
Yeah, and a slightly grubby t-shirt underneath it.
Yeah, slightly jizz stained t-shirt underneath, just slightly, only slightly.
Well, you can't see what the jacket's covering up. That's why I'm wearing it.
Yeah, it's very true. Very true.
Just say this thing will be easier to put on than it will be to take off.
Because it needs, well, you need a toffee hammer to break it.
Someone's bedside table's got a sock and a toffee hammer on it.
Ding, 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 ding. It's off in one bit. Oh, gross, Russ. You should be ashamed of yourself. Disgusting.
One lump.
Grim. But also quite funny.
I think we should probably come up with another one.
The Grubber from The Giraffe, the Pelly, and Me.
Oh, that's the sweet shop.
The fantastic sweet shop that they create by gutting that building. So the giraffe, the Pelly, and Mugglewump the monkey, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who own and run and operate the Grubber. And then they do a window cleaning service, don't they? And they turn into a window and they clean Hampshire House and all 677 windows. I just think it's lovely because I just love old-fashioned sweet shops and like old-fashioned
there is
tobacconists and things.
No one better than Roald Dahl and come up with names for sweets that are at once completely nonsensical, but also you really want them.
Absolutely. And also the name, the giraffe being a very special geranious giraffe that can only eat the purple-headed blossoms from the Tinkle Tinkle tree. Just really lovely turns of phrases like that. But I just always loved the vivid sort of picture that's painted of the Grubber of that sweet shop that's owned by those three. It's bloody marvellous. I'd love to go there. And I reckon Black Friday sale would be super, it would be like, I don't know what, 50p a quarter. Nowadays it's like 2 or 3 quid for a quarter of sweets, like inflation as it is. 50p for a quarter, something like that. Quarter of a pound.
Lovely.
Yeah. Cola cubes or something like that.
I wouldn't know where to, since Wilkinson's shut down, I wouldn't know where to go for pick and mix locally these days.
No, there's one old-fashioned sweet shop in Old Town Hemel that I know is nearby, but other than that, no idea. Yeah, absolutely not. But yeah,
Asda sometimes they did have a pick and mix.
you could go to a cinema, I guess. They've got pick and mixes just outside.
Yeah,
There's
but
one.
they're massively overpriced, and people stand there actively dribbling in the hoppers.
Yeah, that's true. They do, don't they? There's one in
Because
Kings
they're-
Langley. I can
And
see how
all the
annoyed
lower-
Dan is getting by this conversation.
You
So
are.
let's-
I love you all because I consider you all to be some of my best friends. But sometimes you're quite boring.
It's just the thing is, you came up with the death sticks, and like I actually can't think of Anything. Oh, actually, I know. No. We have not hit every single of one of our bingo cards.
But we are also
we have
all
not
quite
done Resident
boring.
Evil 4. The guy, the merchant.
Yeah.
Is it my
The
turn?
merchant.
Yeah.
I got one.
Fine.
So, but we're all quite bored. I would say there are certain
quite
things that we all like. Not all like all of us liking the same thing, but there are certain things I would level at you, Dan, that you talk about sometimes that I find really boring.
But
Like-
they're not though. But
No, to
find
you
them.
they're not. To me,
No,
they
no,
are.
no. To the rest of the world, they're not. I'm fascinated.
Whereas I think coffee pods,
Oh my
are
God! Please
fascinating.
don't. Please don't do this.
and that's fine. And the
Right.
more I watch What We Do in the Shadows, the more like Colin Robinson I try to get.
Right. 50% off, half pints, but only in the dim lit booths at the Prancing Pony.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's good.
What about 75% off all ones at Ollivander's One Shop?
Why 75%?
Well, because that seems like quite a big discount.
It is a massive discount. That seems like a lot.
Yeah, I think
They
ones are
afford
very overpriced.
That's why 75% off. would
Oh,
be
so
pretty
do you
good.
think it's kind of like the actual price of a wand is what 25% off would be?
75%?
75%
I think
off.
the economy in Harry Potter doesn't really stand up to much scrutiny.
No, it's bollocks, isn't it? And she's a girl.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, what about that? What about that? Fucking, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't covered
Shove
the
that out your
merchant
bum.
in Resident Evil 4.
don't know what you're talking about. Never heard of it.
Merchant Resident, but only if I've got a big attaché case that I can then spend a happy half hour
Well,
lining
luckily,
up all my
I am doing
herbs while the zombies
Black
just
Friday-
ignore me.
Black Friday deals on large attaché cases.
What is Resident Evil 4?
You know very well what Resident Evil 4 is. Resident Evil 4 is the game that you have the collector's edition of, where you actually have... What is it? You have...
No, I got rid of it. It's the chainsaw controller.
It's a big chainsaw controller, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds practically impossible.
Resident Evil
to
4
use.
is the
The
game
that
you
you've
buy on
bought new
everything.
more times than any other.
Yeah.
That
it's
for me
definitely-
is Skyrim.
it's
My
definitely
friends,
up there.
that's Skyrim. I have that on too
Did-
many platforms.
hilarious,
Actually,
right? I saw Nintendo's Black Friday offers, which was hilarious in itself that they think they use a Black Friday offers, and they were like, "These are some amazing deals. Skyrim, 50% off, now only $24.99." It's like, this game is 12 years old. How are you still getting away with this?
Yeah.
You can
get-
buy
what
it
did I
for
get on
£3
the-
off Steam.
I got the BioShock trilogy on the Switch
Yeah,
on some sort of deal, and
Same.
it's pretty good on there. It's the
is
remastered version
Yeah.
as well.
yeah.
Yeah, so that it's good on that. I forget how good the first game is. It is fucking marvelous, and actually playing it handheld, kick ass, man.
The first
I
one's
think I
really
might pick
good.
up the
The
same
second
deal.
one's really okay, and the third one I never actually finished. So,
Happy Thanksgiving,
I'm gonna get
Brooke.
through
A
it.
genuine American listening to us as well. So enjoy your Thanksgiving.
Well,
Happy Thanksgiving
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
to
Thank you.
Brooke.
Enjoy your
Thank
dinner.
you for
It's like
streaming
Christmas
us.
without all the hassly bits.
I know, right? It sounds
Great
amazing. It's
holiday.
the food.
I know,
They-
as like
then they still have
British
Christmas.
people, we should be tooth and nail against it. One day they'll come to their senses, but for the time being, they can enjoy themselves.
We're kind of cunts, Russ.
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously, look, that's
I
basically
mean,
history.
it was the
isn't
Quakers. Essentially, it's a Quaker festival, isn't it?
Yeah, I love porridge.
Like, this is for people who really don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Although, can I just say that as a notion, I really like the fact that there's actually like a period of time in the year where Americans just stop to be thankful for stuff. Like, I think that's really nice. I mean, I know that we have certain times a year where we go, oh, Christmas, that's when you appreciate your family the most, and you know, and all that kind of stuff. And I think,
Thanks.
yeah, fair dues.
Thanksgiving's not wonderful though, is it? Like if
No,
you look
but
at the history of it
The
itself.
notion of what it's become, like the notion, like the sort of the thing it means now. Like, admittedly, yes,
It's-
Thanksgiving celebrates a massacre of
It's because
anyway.
technically the US
think-
isn't a fully secular state, so there is no religious holidays, and so Thanksgiving is as close to Christmas because I don't think Christmas is technically a.
But they all
holiday.
thank God for everything though. So you know,
Yeah,
And they've got Halloween.
Yeah.
And Easter.
they do Halloween properly as well. Unlike us.
they do. I mean, the
Thanksgiving's just
fact
great
that the
because it's just about seeing friends and family and eating until you physically can't move anymore.
Yeah. So
Great.
I like that they split Christmas in two and have Thanksgiving for food and Christmas for presents, basically.
And also, it's
Yeah,
it's like a buffer between Halloween, because here you go, like on sort of the 28th of October, all the Halloween stuff is out the shops and the Christmas stuff is in.
Yeah.
And at least it gives you a bit of a buffer between.
Yeah,
Halloween
but
and
they
Christmas.
really went for it early this year, though. Like, it felt like Halloween just stopped and then boom, Christmas. Thanksgiving, I suppose there's not much to advertise at Christmas unless you're selling food.
One of my favourite episodes of
Excellent,
Friends
yeah.
is the Thanksgiving episode where Brad Pitt rocks up as Will. That's just brilliant.
You know, honestly, they all kind of blend into one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fair dues. Right. Just having a look down my list.
Do it.
Well, the Ed Gein shop would be some
Gein was a real
very
person.
interesting. Oh yeah, I can't have that one.
You can. I'm just playing, but it's going to be belts, isn't it? Made of nipples.
Pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, what about? Sorry, I saw it down the bottom of my list. RST video from Clerks.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Randall, they must be offering some deal on rentals over Black Friday, right?
You'd have thought, yeah.
On maybe one of the many pornographic films that they stock alongside whatever that one video that mother asked for to get in for their kid.
Pack of smoke still costs the same, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And we assure you that we are open.
I fucking love that film so much.
What about the supermarket in Hot Fuzz?
Oh, that's quite a good one.
That's a good one.
But it's a real. That's just a Safeway.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a real
It's
shop.
not Safeway anymore, surely.
It's not,
Morrison's?
I can't remember if it's
It's not. Isn't it Saveway or something?
something like
It's
that. But
not
it's
quite
based on,
safe.
because Edgar Wright used to work in the Safeway in his hometown, which looked extraordinarily like the town in Hot Fuzz.
Actually, I
it's
did
just
think
a
of one.
supermarket.
Pull it. The shop in League of Gentlemen.
Oh, the
Oh,
local
the
Will
shop.
it be Black Friday deals for local people only?
I just don't think anyone would walk out the shop. You know what I mean? I mean, they're in and that's it. You know,
Yeah.
Tubbs
Deals
and
for local
husband are gonna, Tubbs and Edward are going to kill them or feed them to David.
Close the door, Tubbs.
Yeah.
We didn't burn him.
But did
local, local deals for local people.
I just love even if the conversation is incredibly calm, Edward always enters the room going, "Come now, come! What's all this shouting? We'll have no trouble here." and then when they take the two road workers hostage, Tubbs dancing around them naked with the cape while Edward's banging on the little toy drum in the background. Oh,
It's such a fucking great show.
so fucking good,
It's so dark.
so dark.
But it's
sorry,
comedy writers who love horror, like writing
Yeah.
a TV series,
Yeah.
basically. So
Yeah. They realise that a lot of people laugh when they're nervous, or don't quite know whether what they're doing is right.
yeah.
Very guilty.
Yeah.
Uh,
so much of it just isn't, like, it's not actually funny,
No.
but it really is.
Yeah. We
That's
do
so
not pass
funny.
solids in that toilet.
Yeah. How many cans of can't? 12 Good. We haven't sold a single one.
Okay, I've got one more.
Yeah, go on. Hit us with your rhythm stick.
So in the Terry Pratchett book Soul Music, there is a sort of wandering demon music shop that appears on like a blank stretch of wall. You'll walk past it and then you turn around and there's a music shop there, and it would be ideal for me because this is a sort of shop that sells musical instruments you don't actually have to practice with. You're just good at them. They might sort of take over your soul a little bit, but you'll be really good at it as soon as you pick it up without having to put any effort in, which is exactly the sort of musical instrument that I'm looking for, as someone
Isn't
with
that
no
Guitar
talent
Hero?
in that regard.
Pretty much.
The thing is, though, like with Guitar Hero, you can't really go around someone's house and they go, "Do you play guitar?" And you go, "Oh, yeah, I do actually."
Do I,
Hang
mate?
on, I'll just get
Check
my
this out.
console out. Plug that in. I've even brought
Very
my crowd
near
with me. Don't worry about
1/4
it.
size.
Here we go. Carry
needs
on
tuning.
my wayward son.
All 5 buttons at the top.
I'm doing on hard, guys.
And now, to play the guitar, I'm going to basically look like I'm masturbating furiously at one end.
Just like the real thing. Look at the
Just
look
like-
at the action on that wappy fladler in the middle there.
Yeah.
You mean the touch button that you used to be able that no one ever fucking used? Yeah. Lift it up to really rock out, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guitar Hero was a lot of
Never
fun.
made it as a wise man.
But you
Oh,
were
yeah,
not learning how to
Nickelback,
play
my
the guitar.
favorite. I can do that with expert.
Nickelback. Good. Oh, that's good. What about we sell your stuff on eBay store from
Oh,
40-year-old virgin?
Yeah, I never quite understood that
Incomprehensible.
even back then.
the
And
point
even though
is
she
that it's-
explains the business model of the shop several times to confuse people in the film.
yeah, it's bollocks, isn't it? Really?
Jonah Hill buying
Hill's go, "I wanna
sparkly
buy
boots
these."
with the
"Oh, you can't."
goldfish.
Isn't this a
I'll
shop?
just
Yes.
give you the money now and take these home. It's kind of banking on the laziness of people to not be bothered to set up an eBay account. But I'm sure there'd be some Black Friday deals. I don't know.
I get it though. I can't be bothered to sell stuff on eBay. So if someone came along and said, "Look, I'll take 20%," I'll do everything. Just give me the stuff. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
fine. Actually,
Do you want to throw your original suggestion in? Like, had you been here for Empire Records, the other one that you would have thrown in?
oh, a championship vinyl. You can choose whichever one you want. Both are awesome. The Zoe Kravitz led TV series was great, and the film was great. We are offering a third off of the beta band.
The 3 EPs.
Yeah, the 3 EPs, but I will now sell 5 copies of 3 EPs by the beta band. So yes,
But so basically, it's the 3 EPs for the price of 1 EP.
yeah, there you go. Yeah,
That's a good
this
one.
is good. I know.
Yeah.
By the way, if you haven't watched the TV series, it is fucking excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah, really, I've never-
What's it on? Where can you watch it?
Disney
Do you
Plus.
know? It's on
Is
Disney.
it?
Okay.
Cancelled after 1 season, but that 1 season is gold. It's every bit as good as the film, and the film's every bit as good as the book. So
Yeah,
it's
the-
very
the
different from the
film's
book, obviously.
Excellent.
The film is excellent. Yeah,
Mm.
it's the bit where it cuts to Bruce Springsteen,
The boss.
just like giving him advice. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I love that. I also love the top 5 things I love about Laura. That
Yeah.
list, that segment where he's hanging off the side of the bridge talking about that. He's, but he's like, I could make a list of the 5 things that piss me off, but most of them would just be the usual human being is annoying mental schizo stuff. Like, it's not even worth mentioning. I just love that.
I fucking love a list as well. So like a top 5 track 1 side 1. And Jack Black.
Feeling kind of basic today.
Yeah.
I can't remember all the songs off of that, but he throws in, what is he? Radiation Ruling the Nation. Yeah. And he was like, oh, a new one, Rob. Very sappy.
Yeah.
Throwing in a new one amongst 4 other safe ones.
4 safe ones, yeah.
In a
exactly,
minute.
yeah. Janie Jones by The Clash, yeah. Do you have this? Let me see. Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm not selling this one
Not
today.
selling this one
Oh,
today.
no, you said that.
And
Get your patooly stink out of my store, motherfucker.
do you have I Just Called to Say I Love You by Stevie Wonder?
Do you even know your
Yes.
daughter?
Do you know? Oh, I'm sorry. Is she in a coma?
Yeah. That's very good. You don't own, was it Blonde on Blonde by Bob Dylan? Oh my god, that
It's
is a
going to be
trash.
okay.
It's gonna be okay. Very good. Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah.
I missed that film. I haven't seen it in a long time.
I had a couple of other ones. 10 Forward.
Oh,
on the
yes.
Enterprise. It's 50% off your own recycled spit, blood, poo,
But the good
wee,
news is it was
and
free
semen.
anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but
There's an inexhaustible supply.
the inexhaustible supply just comes in a bigger cup, basically.
Yeah. A bigger, stickier, slightly suspiciously hairy covered cup.
I
can't
ordered
remember.
a margarita.
In
This has
Star
just
Trek,
come.
can you actually can they get booze
Yeah.
from
They're
the
getting drunk.
replicators?
Yeah, they're getting hammered at 10 forward.
They do, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah. Riker is never sober. So,
What, like the Obi-Wan Kenobi character in the Adam and
Knocking
Joe
back
show?
drinks and ploughing
Constantly
aliens.
drunk.
plowing aliens,
Yeah.
sitting on chairs weird. Yeah.
Ah, fucking piss.
Have you seen he's popping up on like Instagram now, like rating people doing the Riker maneuver?
Yes, I've seen that. Fair play to him. It's more entertaining than Gordon Ramsay doing it.
Um,
Well, so yeah.
the, I did see the one where someone started doing the Riker maneuver on harder and harder things, and then it just ends on a bed, and he's absolutely pissing himself laughing because it's just funny how he just poses himself as Riker on a bed.
There are some people that if they're in on the joke, it's kind of okay, and he's definitely one of them.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage is another one. The fact that he's in on the Nicolas Cage joke is great. Saw that latest film that he's in, by the way. It's fucking excellent.
What's that, Nicolas Cage?
Dream Scenario, yeah, it's really good. Well worth a watch. I'm now at a point where I'll pretty much watch anything with Nicolas Cage in. I think it's got to that point where he has sold himself so well to me now that
Also,
I'm
like,
willing to
he
see.
is good. Like he is a good actor.
He is, yeah.
He's got
really
a
good
sort
in
of a
it.
strange energy sometimes, but he's not like
Was it Kevin Smith said?
he's
He
not
just
bad.
takes chances. He makes some choices, and some of them hit, and some of them don't. Like I'd rather he took the choices because when it does hit, it's fucking excellent.
yeah.
Excuse me.
Have you listened to the last podcast on Madame? Oh, what's it?
Oh,
La
yeah.
Laurie.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
And they talk about Nicolas Cage buying. He's just so into his haunted stuff that's why he bought the house.
Yeah.
That's great.
Did you? Also, listen to their next full episode, Duncan. We'll talk about that later. Now, I'm not going to mention it on the podcast because it's even the subject is probably too much.
Why?
It's necrophilia.
Yeah, there we go. Apparently, we are talking about it. They've done a whole podcast.
Tom asked, "Why is it too much?" And I just said, "Necrophilia."
They do a whole
But then-
podcast on necrophilia,
It was really interesting.
and it's one of their best. It's genuinely one of their best.
I don't know whether I want to watch it.
You listen to it, put it in your
this-
earbuds.
This winter season, we actually have a couple of rooms available at the Outlook Hotel as well. They're going cheap as well. So
All work and no play makes Dan a dull boy.
yeah. You see, you've always been here.
Yeah, you've always been.
Continental,
Well-
Continental Breakfast 1921. Yeah.
Well, aren't you a tiny plum? Not a spork, not a
So,
spoon,
No,
something
no
in between.
fucking. So I went to see The Shining at the cinema.
Of a
That
poon.
fucking scene has ruined The Shining for me now, and I'm okay with it.
When
The-
in Rome.
Yeah.
Continental style.
What will you think of next, Germany?
So good.
It is good. It's one of my favourites.
I love being incontinent. Yeah.
One for the continental breakfast, my good man. Yeah, you'll just help yourself.
Oh god, that's so good. Got any more?
Well,
We should probably wrap
straight
this mother
from-
up at some point.
Well, straight from the Mushroom Kingdom, I'll give you some handy little deals on some really top power-ups. So this mushroom here
Really good.
will make it bigger.
Oh,
All right,
Maybe,
okay.
you know,
Listen.
you could go for the mystery prize. Who knows what comes if you just hit this box. We've got a load of flowers here as well. They do different things. So I've got some really good deals. Make sure you come to this one with these flowers, because there's a weird shop down the way that's also got deals on maybe slightly aggressive plants that might be sentient. It's I don't really know what they do down there, but it's just a little shop.
I'll
Just a
take
little shop.
your entire supply of the ones that make you bigger.
Yeah, I'll take as many as basically you have left after Dan's taken all of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, some tidy deals down there. Yeah, otherwise there's a little shop. And it looks
do I just-
horrific.
Do I just like crush it into like an ointment or something? Or
No, you just shove it in your face like this.
okay, good to know.
Just don't get hit or anything because then it wears off.
What do you mean it wears off?
You go back to normal size.
Oh, yes, sorry, the mushroom. The bit.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So
I mean, it's meant to wear off after a while, isn't it?
if it makes me bigger, I can't hit anything. Otherwise, it'll go smaller again.
Oh, no, I'm
jump
not
on
interested
things.
anymore.
Yeah, no, I don't like the sound of this. This sounds a bit. I feel a bit wrong.
I'll take one to send some pictures, but that's about it.
Ah.
Well,
Oh,
this
good.
leaf turns you into a raccoon. Is it a raccoon?
Yeah, that's a cat,
yeah, it is.
Isn't it? There's one.
No,
so
there's
what's
a
one that
cat
turns
one.
into a cat. Yeah.
I
So
remember
that's
what.
the new one. That's in Mario Wonder. Is the cat, and there's also one that turns you into an elephant, which is very good. Should we wrap this motherfucker up?
No one said Commander Shepard. And the shops on the
Because
Citadel.
the shops are all rubbish. They're just catalogues on an iPad.
I know, but they're all heavily endorsed by like a massive hero.
Yeah.
So.
Not,
And I'm not being
with
funny.
much enthusiasm.
They're essentially Argos, and Argos is like one of the most exciting experiences.
It's true. But at least
Yeah,
in
but try
Argos, they
telling that
actually
to the people who
they
work
go in the
there.
back and they get the thing and give it to you. Whereas in
God.
Mass Effect, all you just get is an email going, yeah, we'll send it to your ship.
Do you not remember being a kid and the excitement of seeing it, like turn up, like on the shelf behind them? You're like, I'm going to have that soon.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing. Just love Argos.
When it comes fucking smashing down that big conveyor belt, bam, 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 onto the rollers.
Still exciting.
Heavens, my
It has
garden
arrived.
furniture
Where
has
did it come
arrived.
from?
My crystal decanters.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, good. Right. Should we wrap this motherfucker up?
Yeah.
Wrap it up tighter than a mummy.
Indeed.
Okay, we have gone through various fictional outlets, retailers, etc., and gone through all the Black Friday deals that we think they would do. If you've got any more, don't forget to hit us up with those ideas on our social media feeds. Go to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It's at TMTOH is the handle. You can also find on our Instagram bio the link to our Discord server where you can post them, and you can post various other things. There's lots of stuff going on there, lots of conversations, so do have a look there. You can check out all of the past streams on our YouTube channel. Just go to the live tab and take a look at all of those. You just type in TMTOOH and you'll see the little gamepad logo that we've got there. Just go through there and you'll find us and all of our live streams. And also, you can catch us on SoundCloud, iTunes,
SoundCloud.
and Spotify.
Just a little bit.
TMTOOH. Loads and loads of podcasts there as well. And when we get around to it, we're going to be posting all of these ones as well. So have a listen out for them. And that's it, really. Dan, is there anything you want to? I mean, obviously, I know you were running some podcasts talking about. There's a Last Marveling Marvel, I believe.
No, so it's not happened yet, but there
Oh.
will be one soon where we're going to. Basically, this is my cinema group, so we are going to talk about the films we've seen this year, and we're going to rate our top 10 ones and
Nice.
TV
Very
series,
nice.
which I'd imagine. I'm not saying it'll be my number one, for sure, but have you guys watched The Bear yet?
Yeah.
No, but I really want to.
So fucking good. I rewatched.
When did
season 2.
Andor come out? Was that this year?
That was this year as well.
That was
No,
this year
last
as well.
Andor was last year.
That was
was
last
it?
year, wasn't it? Yeah, it came out at the end of last year.
It
And it
feels
was
so
fucking great as
fresh and recent.
I mean, I definitely
Because-
watched it this year, so it's definitely one of my shows of the year.
Because it's the best Star Wars.
It's the best Star Wars for jaded old men like us.
No,
It's the best Star Wars series. Are you going to say Obi-Wan is the best Star Wars series? Are you gonna
no,
say
it's the best
Mandalorian?
Star Wars series.
Yeah.
I'm wondering
I
if it's
think
the
Andor
best
might,
Star Wars.
Andor might be my favourite Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
Full stop. But
it might
I'm
be
not
s-
saying it's the best Star Wars thing because it's the best from my very specific point of view.
I mean, I fucking
Obi-Wan
am.
made me cry, man. Obi-Wan actually made me cry at the end.
So did
I have to
Andor.
say.
Fuck me, the rising up against the evil fucking right wing fucks. But I suppose you and your fucking, Nespresso pods.
And
We'll be
Andor
on the
is-
side of them
it's,
anyway.
It's just it's sort of three little stories, and it's so tense. The last episode of Andor and actually the heist episode are some of the tensest things I've seen in a very long time.
Heist episode's got Cousin from The Bear in, so watch The Bear. I was just going to say as well, just quickly, I don't really use pods. I've got an AeroPress, so
Yeah, same here. We haven't even got an espresso or any shit like that.
No,
Just
I have a DeLonghi filter coffee machine, but that's about it. I don't use pods or anything. I've got
AeroPress for the win.
AeroPress is
French
fucking
press.
great.
Aeropress they are amazing.
And I've got some Spring Hill Jack coffee for it as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And you fucking call us boring.
I
Anyway,
understand.
with that, now we
I
understand.
get it.
With that, let's not go further ado. Let's just say goodbye to Duncan. Goodbye, Duncan.
May the cut price retailers.
He said
be
no
with
further ado. Wrap it up.
No,
Done.
I'll give you the space.
Done.
Do say what you want to say.
you. I've said it.
Okay. Bye,
Russ
Dan.
just talks over me.
Bye, babes.
There we go. See, nice and succinct there. Bye, Russ.
Laters, boys.
Too much, Russ. Shut up.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye. And on that note, let's cue the music.